Let's talk about framing our shots now that we're working with the cameras, getting that perfect looking shot. The first thing we're going to talk about is the rule of thirds. As you can see, the picture's divided up into thirds. Generally, the focus is going to be a little bit off to the right or a little bit off to the left. We're going to look at a series of photographs and you're going to kind of see why. In this shot, the puppy being a little off center kind of creates a sense of room for him to run in. If we took the same shot and put him right in the middle, it loses the effect. Following the rule of thirds here, having the ant a little offset to the right shows the distance that he or she has traveled. The intensity of this photo comes with the wolf being offset to the right. Here's an example of a shot with a great background that turned into a garbage shot because they didn't frame it correctly. If this person were framed to the left, you could have seen these great ruins in the background. If this person were framed more to the right, you could have seen the skyline. But they put him right in the middle and it ends up putting the focus. The next piece that we're going to talk about is headroom. Headroom is the amount of space that somebody has above their head in a shot. You don't want too much headroom or it looks like they're floating, or you don't want too little or else it looks like their head is cut off. This shot is weird not only because he's pushing his biceps out, but also because the top of his head is cut off. And this shot is strange because he's got so much room on top of his head. It looks like his head is just floating there. Here's an example of a reasonable amount of headroom. Our next shot is called the over-the-shoulder shot. This is super common in both movies and interviews. You're going to have the shot over one subject's shoulder onto the other subject. The subject in front doesn't need to be super in focus. It could be a shadow or a silhouette. And the other subject should be offset using the rule of thirds. You want the second subject, the one whose focus is on, to really take up the majority of the screen. And lastly, notice the amount of headroom that each character has above them. It's perfect in this shot. And now for today's assignment. We are going to have two people meeting in an office. The first shot is going to be an establishing shot. So to establish where we are, it'd probably be easiest to just get a photo or video of an office. Shot 2 is going to be a video of a wide shot of the people shaking hands hello. Shot 3 is going to be an over-the-shoulder medium shot of person number 1. In shot 4, you're going to go over the shoulder the other way. Don't change seats, just move the camera. And shot 5 is going to be a wide shot saying goodbye to the two people. Remember, this is a wide shot, head to toe. Let's take a look at some examples and see how they did. Alright, let's start with our establishing shot. It's good, our wide shot is correct. Watch the headroom. Medium shot is perfect there. Next medium shot is good, except I might move the person number 2 over to the left a little bit so they're more in the shot. Wide shot again, looking good. Next, we have our establishing shot. Looks good. Nice introduction, good speed. It's not rushed. Our wide shot in the beginning is okay, but there's a lot of room around it with them shaking hands. Our medium shot's okay, but there's still a lot of room around the edges. Same with that second one. This is an okay one. They could have cropped it a little bit better. Let's take a look at how these guys did with their establishing shots. Looks good. The timing's nice. You can see where we're at. Our greeting. Now, the greeting looks alright. It's not exactly a wide shot though. It's not head to toe. Remember, wide shot should be head to toe. Over the shoulder medium shot. Look how much headroom. Way too much headroom. But watch, they're going to make an adjustment. Perfect shot. That's the exact amount of headroom that you want. Now let's take a look at the over the shoulder the other way. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's a pretty great shot. She's offset to the right a little bit. Rule of thirds. Has enough headroom. All around, very smart shot. Now they're going to say goodbye with their handshakes. Again, they should have done head to toe here for the wide shot, but overall pretty good video. So again, for these over the shoulder shots, take a look. The shoulder should be just off to the edge. It should never go past the halfway point on the shot. And the other person should be a little bit offset, but the main focus. You should be able to see both their shoulders.